Hello, Chapter 2, Burrs, and welcome back to this place, Shining Force 3. That was totally lame, and I apologize on behalf of all YouTube. Welcome back, folks. It's me. Let's get on with it. Why isn't my controller working? Come on, controller. We need to get out of this screen. Alright, phew. So, we're gonna go start Chapter 2 now. So don't listen to the fairy. I don't believe anything she says. It's probably trouble. And the old man, not looking very trustworthy either, honestly. He's got a magical planet rod, but honestly, it's probably bad news. So let's go to Railhead. He always says the same thing, so you can't even believe him. Oh, yeah, I'll do my best, alright. So, Chapter 2, Cross-Continental Railway. So in case I didn't foreshadow it well enough, yeah, they've got trains. The world is now connected by train tracks, and the mighty steam engine roars on. So we got a cool new tune. Got a nice big... It's actually not that big. This city is not as big as Saraband, as far as I remember. Nothing's as big as Saraband. Looks like Grace is scouting out for us. Probably gonna have to do some more voice acting here. What took you so long, Grace? I was trying to confirm the arrival time of the train at the station, but it came while I was there. Look at the marvel of technology. The Saturn, making 3D polygons fly through the screen. It's not bad, honestly. I guess the introduction to Final Fantasy VII with their train was cooler, though. No, did you see the locomotive? Darn! That's why I told you I wanted to go with you, Grace. That huge thing actually moves. I saw it with my own eyes, but I still can't believe it. Since we can't find the Produn army, we must find our way to the Republic. Maybe the train. Speaking... right. Speaking of the Produn army, do we know where they are? They were ambushed by Imperial General Garzel's army. Right now, they're still in battle, so they can't help us. General Garzel is a good leader. I don't remember what voice I had for Obright. His voice looks like very cartoony. His face looks very cartoony and goofy, but he is supposed to be a dwarf, and dwarves are supposed to actually probably sound Scottish if you want to be stereotypical. I'm not going to even try, though. Even General Broden must be having trouble facing him on the battle. We'll at least go deep, right? At least a deep voice. I'll try. The strategy of the Empire has been remarkable. It seems like they always know where we are headed next. There's a spy among us. It seems we have some time before the train's departure. It might be a good idea to learn about locomotives. Why don't you take a look, Sinbios? Let's learn about trains. Oh, you too, Lord Sinbios? Only you and Grace get to see the train. Aww. She does honestly kind of sound like a spoiled little brat. Alright then, you can go too. And then she jumps up 10 feet in the air. Alright, well, that's what we got for now. We've traveled around the world, so I'm not interested in Railhead. But since you grew up in the Republic, there may be many things are here that can amuse you. You should explore the entire town. The engine is powered by steam, right? It can pull so many huge cars. Wow! So this is technology. General Produn is drawing Garzel's army away from us. How brave! He decided to become a decoy for us. General Produn is a great general. I wish there was some way to help him. Whoa. Weird little bit of slowdown there. Because the Produn army is fighting against the Imperial army, there are no Imperial troops in our vicinity. I hope we won't have to deal with them at least until after we get to the train. And then, yeah, we can get some advice, but who needs to listen to people like that? Let's get out here and explore. Is this your first time in Railhead? Do you like it? Well, actually, yeah, it seems nice. I'm glad you like it. Now that I live in this clean, modern town, I never want to leave. Actually, it does look quite nice. You've got, like, you know, brick, you know, road sort of thing, and then, like, little baby trees here and there. It's kind of nice. So let's get a little feel for the place first. So that's going to be the exit. We probably aren't allowed to leave. Yeah, you're not allowed to leave the town. But, there's quite a few buildings to explore. These are all going to be shops. We've got some people over here looking at some sort of suspicious loading zone for the train. Got the train station itself. We got sort of fancy place with more loading stuff. Finally, I'm finished unloading all the cargo. Alright, I'm going to get a drink at the bar. Now, before I leave this place, I will have to have a look at my walkthrough, just to make sure I don't miss any weird items that you find by walking between two buildings and searching. I guess I could search every little box like this, but, like, holy smokes, that's... Am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do it on camera? It's hard to see in this little corner here. But I'm pretty sure there's some more mithril in here somewhere. Something about the music seems to slow down the frame rate in this area, oddly enough. Which is weird. Usually the music doesn't cause slowdown. Don't blindly follow your dreams without thinking first. I was an Imperial soldier, but I came here because I liked locomotives. The only job an unskilled man like me can get is loading and unloading trains. Aww. Don't let your dreams become memes, man. At least let me get some item back here. Huh. Nope. Well, he likes trains, but he just carries boxes around. I don't know if that's a success or a fail. Well, I guess we got some people to talk to. Almost every visitor to Railhead is blown away by the locomotive and wants to go for a ride. Sadly, the train's primary purpose is trade, so there are very few passenger cars. That's why the fare is so high. You know, people weigh a lot less than, like, iron. Just so you know. Yeah, I already told you I liked it. Sheesh. It's like you don't even remember I talked to you a minute ago. Oh, this must be the bar. Looks nice. Wonder who that strapping fellow is over there. Burp. Sorry, I can't do that one. Sound effect. Just as I thought. Oh, Imperial Army. So the cargo hold is... That sounds very suspicious. You were listening. If you were, forget it. Chicken... You'd hate to die. I don't know what he's talking about, but it's probably bad news. My boss gets that way when he's drinking. He just kind of just speaks whatever he's thinking. Our chief, Sharaf, has warned him over and over. He keeps taking his breaks at the bar. Sharaf? You mean the bandit guy that sent his... What? Sharaf? Are you seriously Sharaf? And, like, what's going on here? Probably not this guy. It's probably that guy over there. Do you know of the Vandals? No, actually. I didn't play the game they were in. They ruled 1,000 years ago. Think of them as the supreme evil supernatural beings. A country to the west called Enric was almost destroyed because of them. 10 years have passed since then. So that's Julian. You may remember him from naming the party early on. Come on. One of these. Gotta be something. Inspect the shelf. Oh my, that's the biggest oh my yet. There's some amazing underwear in here. Oh, thanks. Thanks. Well, we found the biggest hidden treasure in all the game. So, are one of you guys Sharaff? I see you're from the Republic. With all the lousy soil in the Republic, it's no wonder its people are so poor. The Empire has fertile soil. But with high taxes, it's not much different. We don't really care if the Republic and Empire battle. Even if the Empire lost and the Republic government ruled the area, our quality of life wouldn't improve. It's all the same regardless. I don't know, how do you know? I earn a lot of gold unloading the trains. But because I keep drinking like this, I can never save any. You got a problem, man. You gotta stop. Cargo to be loaded on the train is held in a storage building past the railroad crossing west of the station. Nobody's there except at arrival or departure times. I guess it'd be a good target for bandits. Sharaff, wherever you are. One of these has got to have something, right? There's no way all of these barrels and boxes could be empty. I refuse to believe it. Nope. Come on, there's only a couple boxes left. Nothing! What a terrible place! Now, there's obviously a second floor. But, apparently some genius has put some tables in front of the staircase so no one can get up there, and if you're up there, you're trapped forever. Wow, that's great. There's probably something in that bar and I just missed it. I'm gonna be really mad. Alright, so this is where we came out. That's our headquarters. Guess we should just do all the houses in this corner first. Hey, Granny. Because of the trade, a massive amount of cargo can be transported. It's a technological wonder. However, the savings never reach the commoners, but only allow the rich to prosper further. Is this the future? Apparently that's capitalism for you. She is surprisingly eloquent. Hey, 20 gold, just what you needed. Just what you always wanted. I did check those boxes, right? Pretty sure I did. I definitely did. For some reason, I always get more confused mapping an area out when it's in 3D. Even if it's relatively small, I just find it a lot easier to remember where I am and what I've done when I'm playing a 2D game. Like, it's just mapping things out is so much easier for my brain when it's just, you know, 2 dimensions. Governor Garvin promised great things from a rail system through here, so I, as village chief, let him. But the only people who are prospering are the railroad workers and Sarabat. I shouldn't have allowed it. Come on, technological progress, it's the key. And he must be quite poor because all I found in the village chief's house was 20 gold. Barely enough money for anything. 2 medical herbs. It's nothing. I throw those away all the time. So this is probably... Is it the church? Kind of looks like a church. Apparently nobody goes to church. Oh, one person. In Railhead, no one even thinks about coming to church except me. I think it's because the town has become so rich. But, thanks to the prosperity, I can come here while skipping out on my job at the station. Great, you're gonna get fired. And then I'm gonna feel bad for you. I don't really need to save or anything, because we literally just saved before the episode. Yeah, if I didn't clear that up. Promotion is level 10. Maximum level is 20, so you have to promote by 20 no matter what. In this game, we'll probably be promoting around 15 to 17, because apparently, and I do sort of remember, Once you get to level 16 or 17, you basically stop getting level stats. Like, you stop actually getting, like, improvements for leveling up. So you could go all the way to 20, but it's not going to really do anything. Did I go in here yet? 3D maps, guys. I'm really good at them. Yeah, of course I went. It's the bar. But yeah, we'll probably try to level up around 15 or so. I don't need to min-max it perfectly anyway, so it's no big deal. Some Shining Forces, it's easier to get all the way to 20 and then promote, like the way we did in Fire Emblem. Right, yeah. Okay, so that was like the back door of this house that was locked. Oh boy! My train to the Empire is almost ready to go. Man, both doors locked. Shut down. I did check these, right? Double checking everything. Alright, well there's a couple more houses over here. And then the shops. Everyone loves shopping, so that'll be fun. My husband's on duty. He's none other than the chief of the train station. He might as well be mayor. Alas, there's just a bunch of junk inside. Wow, don't say that out loud. That's rude. Madame is kind and good at heart, but I wish she'd stop bragging about her husband's position. Now her son has started to talk like her. It is driving me up the wall. I think I'm going crazy. So I guess she's the maid or something. Hey! It's a large mithril. Well, that's what I really wanted. There's probably another stat item hidden somewhere. And I would like to get it. Whether it's a quick chicken or a running bread, pimento, or whatever. All that stuff. My dad is none other than the chief of the train station. Even Governor Garvin visits here. Maid said they sounded the same. So the village chief has, or the mayor, whatever, he has no money. But the family of the train conductor, whatever they said he was, they got, the chief engineer, whatever his name was, they got lots of money. Well, they got mithril. Mithril's pretty good. There are a lot of goods in Railhead. If the guards around town leave to fight, I'm worried the bandits will attack. Especially when we know Sheriff is around. I don't like the town of Railhead. Everyone here only cares about gold, and no one ever wants to play with me. Look, kid, most adults don't like playing with children, like, just randomly on the street, honestly. It doesn't happen very often. Gotta find some people your own age to play with. I'm regretting going to Aspinia to do some business. It's no wonder the Republic is so poor. As long as they distribute the harvest evenly, there's no incentive for the people to work. So many don't. Oh, come on, it's not communism. Just making sure people have food. Hey, mister! My father is a locomotive engineer! Mister, aren't you surprised? Usually everyone is amazed when they hear he controls the train. You must be a really important person. Anyone who is not impressed by an engineer must be super rich. Honestly, how much control of a train? It just goes down a straight line, kid. Faster, slower, start, stop. What else is there to do? Why would you be so impressed? I'm being super sarcastic, in case you couldn't tell. I don't want to have everyone in the comments telling me what a train conductor actually does. Today is my day off. Because of the constant physical labor, just about every part of my body hurts. Youch! At least he's probably in good shape, right? You don't get in great shape sitting here on the couch commentating YouTube videos, really. Maybe I should go unload some trains. I've been unloading the train for a long time, and I've learned a few secrets. Saraband, aside from transporting foods and goods, is also involved in smuggling weapons. I'm sure some of the boxes held weapons. Couldn't you just sell? Is it really illegal to sell weapons? Why do you have to smuggle them? Just here's a shipment of swords. It's no big deal, right? I've been on the train before. You're surprised, right? It was for work. But what was strange? We unloaded some cargo in the middle of nowhere, and the Republican Army was there to get it. Was it the real Republican Army? Or was it those monk imposters again? I thought these would all be shops. I was completely wrong. Although the railroad goes through my town, it doesn't mean much since I can't ride it. Whenever a train goes by, it makes a lot of noise and the ground shakes. There's really nothing good about it, except for all the economic prosperity it brings. I really think it's a luxury that we can spend our lives watching the trains. That's a special privilege. Yeah, I'm sure waking you up at 2 in the morning is special. I happen to live near a train junction, and it is quite loud. Maybe if you're lucky, we'll get to hear a train go by in real life during this video. I took a trip on a train once. I still remember. Everything was so wonderful. Now I can die wow. Our house was only worth one-way tickets. But the station chief did us a favor and we rode back for free. You sold your house to go on a one-way ticket on a train. And now you can die happily. Alright, folks, if you're watching along, you need to set higher life goals than this girl. That is terrible. Are you going to complain about your terrible wife? The station chief's house used to be mine. I sold the house so I could ride on the train. Now I live in this tiny place. My wife has ruined me. If it costs that much for one person to go on the train, surely it's not economical to ship anything by train in this environment, right? There's just no way. If you have to sell a house to afford a one-way ticket on the train, how are they running the train? How can they afford, like, I don't understand. The whole point for trains being so great is it's quick and reliable, and you can ship stuff for cheap compared to, like, a horse dragging stuff. And you can get places that boats can't get. My husband can't let off on the past, so he gripes every day. However, I hear the rumor about Garvin is true. One of these barrels is gonna have something in it. The railroad put me out of business. I was a big-time merchant for the Empire. Governor Garvin is a truly hideous person. Rumor has it they've exchanged a whole town to a demon for the steam engine technology. Doubtful. I'm pretty sure it was just a scientific invention. Progress, one might say. Let's check these boxes for the 3rd or 4th time. Grandpa likes the locomotive smoke. If you ask me, I hate it when my laundry gets covered in soot when a train goes by. Hey, can you see the smoke from the train? No matter how many times I see it, it never ceases to amaze me. That's just smoke. Well, it's mostly supposed to be steam, which is just water, which shouldn't leave a ton of soot, but I guess they probably haven't invented like air filters yet, so all the burning coal probably also makes some rough sooty smoke. No. I guess it doesn't matter since you're still young, but when you travel on the train, before you know it, your legs and back will get weak, and you'll have a body that can't perform. Are you sure about that? But seriously, why would you ever ask anyone if they have a ticket if it costs an entire house for a one-way ticket? These must be the shops, certainly. That looks like a shop. You don't mind if I shop around on my own first, do you? Unique? Do you think it's really unique, guys? What's some deals? Ooh, we can buy a Power Onk. Well, I know who I want this to go to. Power Onk it is. Here you go, Grace. I'm super sure. And she sure does. You look more fearsome than ever, Fox Girl. Yeah, you can have the old rod. So, one of the reasons I wasn't really that worried about Grace's weapon rank, as we're about to see here... Bingo! She starts with level 1 in Onk, and it's a secret. So you wouldn't even know about it if you didn't switch the weapon over to an Onk. So I highly recommend buying her the Power Onk, and now she's got Tornado level 3, maybe? She's got Tornado level 1. I think as she levels up her weapon skills, she'll get level 2 and 3. Like, the item allows her to cast, up to level 3 Tornado. I think that's what that means. But until her weapon rank catches up, she's stuck casting at level 1. Still, it gives her an attack spell, which is of course why I want her to be friends with Mascarin. So that's one. What else can we do while we're here? Anytime. Should be some, there might be some new weapons here actually. A sword. It's a steel sword. We've already bought that. So I could buy a blade, which probably has higher damage than a sword here. But it's not the same weapon skill as a sword, because it's a blade, and it's different. But if you want to be like Cloud, you probably want to buy a blade, because it looks more like that. It's kind of like a little buster sword. Similarly, I believe the halberd will probably do more damage than the lance, but I don't want Dantress to split his skill anymore. So I'm probably going to buy that. Buy a Tomahawk. I am going to buy a Tomahawk. So, unlike Shining Force 1 and 2, in fact, there's another one I should buy too. Oh, I'm going to have to do a little bit of inventory management here. Sorry, guys. Maybe I can just sell some stuff quick, actually. Unlike Shining Force 1 and 2, where the only melee class that had a ranged weapon was the lance wielders. If you could use a lance and a spear, you could throw the spear to range 2, 1 and 2. Luckily, I don't know if it's lucky, but it's more in line with Fire Emblem a bit, and it does give some options here for the other characters. What I'm trying to get at is the Tomahawk will also be ranged 1 and 2, like a hand axe from Fire Emblem. And there's actually a sword version of that as well. Which is right here, it's the bronze knife, but it's pretty bad, honestly. So I want the Tomahawk. And you can see it actually does more damage than his hand axe, which I will equip, but I might not sell the hand axe, or the small axe, because it's a different skill, and there will definitely be stronger ranged ones axes than Tomahawks. So I don't want to completely give up on using the normal axe type. We've also got a mace, which is the other. These are the 3 sort of axes. So I think Albright could probably use this. It would probably do more damage than the axe because it's expensive, but he'd have another weapon skill. We've got some fist weapons. We've also got a wand. So that's the third of the rod weapons. So there's rod, Onk, and wand. And again, it's just another weapon skill to work at, which I'm not going to split. Similarly, there's assault shells. So you got 3 sort of base types of ranged weapons, magic weapons, 2 punching weapons for now, 3 sort of axe class, 3 lance class, and 4 sword class. The knife, I guess I could pick up for Synbios. It would give him a range 2 sword, I believe. I almost never use this because it's so bad. I have to sell something anyway. But it's very cheap as well, so I don't mind testing this out a little bit. I'm not 100% here, guys. Like, I could be wrong. But I am pretty sure that the small knife, the knife class of weapons is range 1 and 2 as well. Definitely not going to equip it by default, though. Alright, so that gives us a couple upgrades. I do recommend not buying the alternate forms of your primary weapon. Don Therese could get a better halberd, or he could get a halberd, but it would split his sort of weapon experience up, and it's not the best idea, really. We'll find another knight that can use halberds, and then you'll get to see those anyway, so don't worry about that kind of stuff. Same thing with all the swords. You'll eventually find characters that sort of primary in the alternate types of weapons anyway, so just wait till you get them. Let's have a look at the item shop. Okay, nothing I really need. Well, actually, I should probably buy some more medical herbs for Grace. I think they'll just hold on to the potions, so I don't need to buy those anyway. I can save them. I can leave it there until later on in the game where we might actually want to use them anyway. And I'll give her one more, I guess. She is starting to get enough MP now that I don't need to use medical herbs all the time. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, 18 MP, that's, you know, she can get about 60 experience per fight just without healing. And if I give her a couple medical herbs, 4 specifically, she could get a level up every battle just from 4 medical herbs and all of her heal spells. But, she can use Tornado now, which will help a little bit. Tornado will do a little bit less damage than Blaze, but it's nice to have an option for an attack with range 2. You just living by all the shops? I'm glad you're not a bum or a monk. Just the other day, a man claiming to be an Elbasam monk barged in here. I thought the monks never traveled alone. He was looking for a boy wearing a monk's robe. Wonder what that's all about. You're from the Republic. I recommend buying a new wardrobe in Railhead. You'll look like a new man. Well, I actually have never found a clothing shop, so sorry, lady. Alright, I think... No, we still got a couple more houses to check. This one's still locked. And we never went into the buildings up here yet. This will probably be the last I do for this episode, though. Because I want to double check where the secrets are, and, you know. Although there are only 2 trains departing here each day, there are an awful lot of people working here. The reason the train fare is so extremely expensive must be because of the staggering labor cost. I don't know, man. If you can pay a bunch of people to unload stuff, and they can afford rent, you should need to sell a house to buy a ticket on that train. I don't know. You found the ruin map! Excellent. So that's the second ruins. Glad I found that. Pretty easy. Most of the railroad workers are somehow connected to Governor Garvin, but no one from Quinoas works here. How did Garvin, the old governor of Quinoas, acquire the steam engine? No one really knows the truth. What's this town of Quinoas? Quinoas? I don't know. Maybe something bad happened there. I guess the idea is, of course, that somebody is super corrupt and pocketing all the money. So they charge ridiculous fares and they just keep the money and the people go bankrupt. Something like that. Another shop? Do you sell pants? Oh, you sell train tickets, maybe. The next train from Testonia has gifts for Governor Garvin. Oh my. I must take care of it personally. Maybe she just... I don't know what she does. Just stands behind a desk all day. Am I right? Many people in this town have jobs related to the railroad, but almost no one is actually ridden on the train. I believe you can get aboard the train if you hide amongst the cargo, but I'm too scared to try. Sounds like a crazy idea. A crazy idea that might just work in the next episode of Shining Force 3. Alright folks, so we'll have to make a more concerted effort here to get on board the train. General Produn versus General Garzel. Oh, that's one spectacular battle. I'm rooting for the Republic, but within Imperial territory, the Imperial army will likely pull out the victory due to sheer numbers. Also, Spiro's pretty much a beast, by the way, in case you haven't figured that out. But yeah, I'm going to cut the episode here. I figure we've probably done all the exploring for this town that we need to do. I do need to make sure I didn't miss anything important hiding in the trees or something. And then next episode, we will try to get on that train a little bit more thoroughly. So thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and see you next time. Have a great day.